you fantasy enjoyers, those are amazing books. But she has a writers group. She talks about how it's crucial. And so we have some guidelines for how to run a writers group, because it's really a part of, writing is about expressing and sharing. So we're going to help practice the sharing, and it helps you get in touch with who your audience is and get ideas about how your story sounds to somebody else besides you, right? So basically it's two pieces. A writers group is the 3 to 6 people you're sharing with, but it's also just people whose stories you want to hear, right? It's a road that goes both ways. So you help your group by being a good group member, by being a good listener, giving feedback, and your group helps you by doing the same. So these are the 5 kind of guidelines to our strategy for a writers group. We like to do this thing called the author of the day. Sometimes that means one person for the whole meeting. I think usually we'll probably do a little shorter, so we'll have 2 or 3 authors of the day in our meetings. But that just means one person is the author. And when we're working with the author, we pick some person and they're going to read to us, and then we're going to share and go back and forth. But we refer to that author as the author with capital T, capital A. Part of that is because it's kind of nice to honor the person who's sharing. It's scary to share, and so we all want to give them kind of an honorific. And it also kind of helps the feedback feel a little less personal. It's more about the author and the work than it is about you personally as a person. And then, being a good listener, giving constructive feedback, being brave is part of it. It's hard to share. It feels kind of awkward to share, but it's important to remember that everyone here is serious writers and everyone here is excited to hear what you're sharing, right? This isn't sharing with a class of strangers. This is 5 writers that are all really on the same page here. You all totally get it. So, and you all love reading and writing. So number 5 is easy, right? So here's our specific process. We do ours in 4 steps. So the author gets up, they have 2 to 3 minutes to read a section of their piece. Nobody interrupts, they just read straight through. And then the group goes through and they just first react. What did you like about it? What did you love about it? What was exciting? So everybody gets a chance to share what they love. Then we go through a round again of the whole group, and the group asks the author a specific question. So this can be a way to okay, what would I like to change, or what would I want more of, right? You ask that question, and then the author gets a chance to speak again, and they ask everybody questions. So let's practice this. First of all, what does good feedback look like? I think generally you want it to be something they can do to change. Try a compliment sandwich, something you like, something that you're curious about, you want to change, and then again, something that you also liked. The idea here is that you're trying to help them be a good writer. You're not trying to critique their piece. You're trying to help them make their piece the best it could be, right? And then when you're the author asking questions of the group, you should be asking things to get a better idea of how does an audience react to your piece? Are they confused about anything? Did they like this character? Did they not like this character? Did they seem mean? Did they seem nice? So we're going to do a little speed round. I'm going to try to get a couple of you a chance to share.